Convenience is quite pricey. So if you usually buy your jam in the supermarket, there is a very simple way that you can enjoy some delicious jam at the comfort of your home. And it's going to need, that is the recipe, it's going to need very few ingredients, which are going to be super basic. So this is how my orange marmalade is looking. And as you can see, I have around 1.5 cups of jam from around 5 oranges. So because it's orange season, hope you'll grab some oranges and try out making some marmalade. You'll need some oranges, sugar, and a 1/3 cup of water. So you're going to wash your oranges on the outside, ready to make your jam. And I'm going to start off by peeling my oranges. So you'll need a sharp vegetable peeler whereby you're going to peel the outer skin of your orange and leave out the white part of the orange, because your jam is going to turn out bitter when you add in the white part. So this is a lot of oranges. I'm going to be using around 5 to make my jam. Once done, I'm going to place aside, pick my next orange and peel. And once I'm done, I'm going to keep the rest aside. Next, I'm going to finely dice my orange peels using a sharp knife. This is a small orange jam recipe. You can double, triple the ingredients to make some more orange marmalade, which is always delicious. When you pick your orange peel and squeeze, you'll notice that we have oils that pop from the orange peel, which make the jam very delicious, because all those oils are filled with a very nice orange flavor. So I'm going to finish off chopping up my orange peels, which is going to take around 1 more minute. When you use a sharp knife in your kitchen, everything always goes smooth because chopping gets easy, and it's very safe when it comes to chopping up food with sharp knives. Once done, this is how your orange peels should be looking. So you're going to transfer to a bowl. The next step is to remove the pulp from the oranges. So using my sharp knife, I'm going to remove the white part of the oranges. Then I'm going to cut my orange in half and into quarters. Make sure I have all the peels aside. Then I'm going to transfer to my bowl. This process is going to take around 2 minutes because we have 5 oranges. That is 1 to 2 minutes at most. So I'm going to repeat by removing the ends, laying the orange on my chopping board, and removing the outer bitter part of the orange. Slice and cut into smaller pieces. And once done, you're going to transfer your oranges to a blender. As for me, I'm going to be using an immersion blender to blend the orange pulp until smooth. You should own a hand blender in your kitchen because when it comes to small recipe, it's quite handy. So once everything is fully blended, this is how it's going to be looking. So the next step is going to be making our jam. So I'm going to place a pot, heavy bottomed pot that is, over medium high flame. Then I'm going to add in all the ingredients. So I'm going to start off with my pulp. Don't worry if you have a little bit of texture in your orange puree. Then next I'm going to add in my orange peels. Add in 1¼ cup of sugar and a 1/3 cup of water. Using a spatula, I'm going to stir in everything until fully combined. And once done, you're going to wait for the pot to come to a boil, which is going to take around a minute or two. Reduce the flames to low. Then you're going to slowly simmer your jam for around 20 to 30 minutes or until the jam is thick. After 10 minutes, you're going to check on your jam and you'll notice that it's thickening up and reducing. So just keep on checking over your pot so that it doesn't burn. When it comes to storing jam, you need some airtight container, which you're going to sterilize in hot water. I've already done that and the jar has cooled down. So the seal is going to keep the jam fresh for longer in the fridge. So if you don't have a airtight container, you can simply use any jar that you have in your house. Just make sure it's clean. This is how my jam is looking after 20 minutes and it's thick. As you can see, the peels that we chopped into smaller pieces have softened up. Everything is looking fantastic. If you don't love your marmalade on the chunky side, that is with peels, you can use an immersion blender, which you're going to blend everything until smooth. But as for me, I need a little bit of texture. So because the peels are soft, it's going to be a very spreadable jam. So now I'm going to put out the flames. Wait for the jam to cool for around 5 minutes. Then I'm going to transfer into my jar so that we can check out how our orange marmalade is looking. When cooled down, you're going to scoop your jam and transfer to your jar, and just look how thick everything is looking. This is how you check if your jam is perfectly thick. You're going to run your finger on your spatula just like this. If you have a straight line that the jam doesn't flow, your jam is perfect. You're going to wait for around 30 minutes to an hour for the jam to fully cool down, and you'll notice that everything thickens up and you get that jam texture. So I've already added some jam to a piece of bread that is a toast. So I've already had my first bite. I'm going to check once more if it's delicious, and sure, it's just 100% tart and sweet. Perfect for every bite. And the jam is super versatile because you can spread on some scones, bread, serve over some delicious orange cake. That is, add in some dollops of the orange jam and enjoy every single bite. Give this recipe a try and it will turn out absolutely amazing.